Whether or not world leaders could have prevented inflation, many today face high disapproval ratings. In fact, 10 of the world's democratically elected leaders, who preside over 1.12 billion people, have disapproval ratings of between 48% and 75%. 10 of these leaders also have negative net approval, the percentage point spread between those who approve and those who do not, from -1 to -57 points. To identify the most disliked leaders in the world, 24/7 Wall Street reviewed the recent weekly survey on global leader approval ratings from polling organization Morning Consult, which collects survey data in 22 countries. Data was collected from October 19 to 25, 2022. Only the 10 leaders with negative net approval ratings are ranked here. Number 10. Rishi Sunak. Conservative Party member Rishi Sunak, 42 years old, was the UK's Chancellor of the Exchequer before winning enough support from the House of Commons to become Prime Minister on October 25, replacing Mary Elizabeth Truss, who resigned after only 50 days in office amid a credibility crisis. Before assuming his new role, Sunak's net favourability rating fell to -18 points in an April Ipsos poll, his lowest approval rating since becoming Chancellor because of widespread negative perceptions about the state of the country. Number 9. Joe Biden, U.S. President Joe Biden's approval rating fell to 39% in a Reuters Ipsos poll conducted in mid-October and released a day before the November 8 midterm elections. Poll respondents cited the economy as the biggest problem facing the country. Biden, 79 years old, served as U.S. Senator for 36 years before becoming President Barack Obama's vice president and defeating incumbent President Donald Trump by 7 million popular votes and 74 electoral votes in the 2020 presidential election. Number 8. Emmanuel Macron. Despite French President Emmanuel Macron's dismal approval rating, he defeated right-wing hardliner Marine Le Pen in the recent election. Macron, 44 years old, a member of the centrist Renaissance Party, assumed office in May 2017 after defeating Le Pen of the far-right National Rally Party by a margin of 66.1% compared to 33.9%. Macron's victory this past April was much narrower, however, at 58.5% to 41.5%. Number 7. Fumio Kishida. In October, the approval rating of the cabinet of Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida fell by nearly 5 points, below 30% for the first time since Kishida, 65 years old, assumed office in October 2021 after winning in a runoff election. The low approval rating reflects public anger over rising prices and the relationship between Kishida's Liberal Democratic Party lawmakers and the controversial Unification Church, the South Korean Christian group founded by the late Reverend Sun Myung-moon, the late self-proclaimed Messiah. Number 6. Mark Rutte. Public trust in the Dutch government plummeted from an all-time high of 70% in April 2020 to a dismal 30% by September 2021 due to perceptions of how the COVID-19 pandemic was handled, according to a study by Erasmus University of Rotterdam, 3 main municipalities in the Netherlands, and the research group Kieskompas. Rutte's approval rating may be low, but it did not stop the 55-year-old member of the center-right People's Party for Freedom and Democracy from winning re-election in August to become the longest-running Dutch Prime Minister. Number 5. Jonas Gahr Støre. Prime Minister Jonas Gahr Støre of Norway has been grappling with low approval ratings for himself and his center-left Labour Party. Soaring electricity costs is one big issue, but local commentators suggest there is also a leadership problem because the Centre Party, an agrarian political organization that is part of Støre's coalition party, is also facing poor approval ratings as approval has increased for rival Conservatives. Støre, 62 years old, became Norway's Prime Minister in October 2021. Number 4. Petr Fiala. During his first New Year's Day speech in January, Prime Minister Petr Fiala warned that 2022 would be the most challenging year since the formation of the Czech Republic in 1993. He pointed to problems caused by inflation and the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. He also warned about populists taking advantage of the situation to offer easy but untenable solutions. Fiala, 58 years old, is member of the liberal conservative Civic Democratic Party. He assumed office in November 2021. Number 3. Olaf Scholz. A Bild newspaper survey on August 21 showed German Chancellor Olaf Scholz's approval rating in the ditch at just 25%. This dismal score was attributed by local commentators to a German economy on the brink of recession due to soaring inflation. Scholz, 64 years old, is a member of the center-left Social Democratic Party of Germany, and he became German Chancellor in December 2021. He served as Vice-Chancellor under Angela Merkel, the first woman to hold the position and the second longest-serving German head of government. Number 2. Mateusz Morawiecki. Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki's approval rating is not much better than it was in a June survey by public opinion group Kantar that found only 28% of respondents approved of his leadership. Poland's annualized inflation rate hit 15.7% in September, one of the highest among European Union member states. Morawiecki, 64 years old, became Poland's premier in December 2017. The former Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance is a member of the right-wing Law and Justice Party. Number 1. Yoon Suk-yeol. Like elsewhere, South Koreans have been facing economic pressure from rising prices, but their disapproval of President Yoon Suk-yeol is related to other matters too. One reason is that he is an outsider with no established allies in government who barely won election on March 9. He has also made a few unpopular decisions, including snubbing U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi during her tour of Asia, seen as a preferential gesture toward China, which firmly protested Pelosi's visit to Taiwan in August. Yoon, 61 years old, is a member of the Conservative People Power Party. Thank you for watching. Please hit a like, subscribe and notification.